Hey, and welcome to a short Frontend Engineering Explained. So today on a client project at Factorial that I was working on this form and everything was looking nice using grid. But then when I hit this, I was like, oh no, what in the world's going on here? And I thought I'd share how I ended up solving this because this is often something you run into, especially when you're working with the CMS. So you don't always have full control over what the editors will do and how they will structure something. And sometimes you get these little surprises. So what's happening here is we have a bunch of these divs here with a form element on them. But then we have these two paragraphs here, and they are the ones that's causing the problem. Now, this whole thing is a grid, CSS grid, but here we have absolutely nothing to target, right? It's just a paragraph element. So what do? Well, there is something unique about it, at least. The thing that's unique about it is if we go up, we have a form. Here we have a paragraph as well, which I'll mention in a moment. And then we have a bunch of these divs, and then we have these two. So what's unique about these is they're not inside a div. Not inside a div. So what I ended up doing is this is what I'm doing for the first one, and I essentially want the same thing for this. But what I want here is I want to say P, so a paragraph, but not if that paragraph, not if that paragraph is nested within a div. And as you can see, now this is fixed, and these ones are still fine, and the one at the top is still fine. And you might say, well, you could have just said P and it would also work. And that is true. However, if tomorrow, for example, the site editor decides to take this paragraph and then move it up out of this div, right now we're fine. But if we were to use just the P, for example, so if we didn't do this, now suddenly, all of a sudden, this is still fine, but this is now breaking. So using this very specific selector, we avoid this problem and we get the layout we're after. I hope you find this useful. Until the next one, have fun on the web, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.